VI in 2007, and I did VI in Kisumu Town West, which is now part of Kisumu Central. And Kisumu West is the rural part carved out of Kisumu Town West. In that part of Kisumu, there is a lot of poverty, Jeff. There's no water, a bit of electricity now, and complete unemployment. And I just think that I have the opportunity to just make them do things a little different to better their lives. A little different through exposure to new skills, exposure to new ideas, because sometimes people remain poor doing things the same way without improving their lives because they don't know better. So I think that it would be my responsibility to expose them to better ways, new ways of doing things to empower themselves.
Mohammed Aslam Khan, you have lived in this city all your life.
Yes.
Now you decide you want to be MP. Why?
Because
What difference are you going to make?
Because I believe that the previous representations to this constituency have not been articulating the interests of the people at large. That is one. Two, we need a common representative, a common man who is on the street to represent this constituency, so that who understands, because I have been on the offensive the other side, to understand and know and distinguish the problems that our people have been facing in this constituency. This constituency has got a lot of natural impetus that can bring up the livelihood of the common people. And I believe that if we get the right representative at the right time for the right people to choose a person who can articulate their issues and make sure that this constituency can go further ahead the way it was during 1963.
Are you that person, Aslam?
I believe in myself, and I believe that the people know that I am a person who can deliver and who delivers.
Jennifer, so many challenges, so many problems in this county. Do you find yourself overwhelmed with what you do?
Well, sometimes there's a feeling of being overwhelmed, but if you look at the fact that the sector I work for is the heartbeat of the common man, and understanding that the common man has great potential that is unexploited, then sometimes the feeling of being overwhelmed really fades off, because you are able to get the potential out of the common person at the grassroots, and things that our politicians don't know, and things that would make a difference within the development sector is plenty in Kisumu County. If only we could go out there, because I think what I've seen there is basically talking about the city, and there is a lot more outside in the rural that Rosa is referring to, that has the potential of making this county not a filthy place, but a better place to live in.
Shabir Shkil, let me ask you this. The whole of Kisumu is proud that you now have an international airport, right? I mean, it's probably a good thing, you know, it's probably a sign of development. But I think, and this is just me, it's not a criticism, it's just me thinking out loud. You have the second largest freshwater lake right down the road somewhere. Second largest on the planet, and the people here can't get fresh water. Help me understand. International airport? No, okay. Niswali.
Niswali. I want to take you back. I was the mayor of this city, the year 2000. And I looked at this water situation. Even at that time, with the vision, there's a wonderful saying that I've learned from the president of Rwanda. Vision without implementation is hallucination. We had this vision back in 2000 or even before. I just captured part of it. The year 2000 and earlier, the Eldoret airport was to be in Kisumu, before much earlier. The fact of the issue, it went there. The issue of the water is mismanagement and not improving our services. If you are a body, the water can only be treated and pumped. If the pipe work is not there, you cannot put a big artery at the end of this finger and hope that water goes there. Our water distribution system is archaic. Even as I speak, it's over 50 years old. That water system that we had, the pumping system, would only serve 50,000 people. We are serving something like 400,000. The situation, the irony of this town, even right now at this present moment in time, is the poor pay more for water than the rich. Poor sometimes don't get water. That's the irony of Kisumu, and it's continuing to be the irony.
And that makes no sense, does it?
No, 1 minute, let me finish. We have spent a lot of time and energy working with the French and the Germans before that. And now you're seeing that they're bringing the water supply pipes and water tanks. Up at Kabuye, there was one here. It was allocated to somebody and we lost that. So the thing is, now the infrastructure is being built. However, still, as a member of parliament for Kisumu Town West, 80% of my people the people who vote for me do not get water piped. And that's what we are arguing. Whether it's the city here in Kisumu, the water pipe, that big water supply pipes pass Nyalenda. They pass us. But will they give us water? No. They go and tell us to make community water systems. Now, I have taken this Water Act and split it up, and we have talked about water for a very long time. We have said to Kivasco, if you don't get us water, we will take it. The issue of pumping water and you go past us is not right. And I agree with you. It's the issue of economic taking advantage. And the Kisumu is very much a place of the haves and the have-nots. Is it true? I come from a constituency where there are have-nots. There are people in this town who have water on the tap 24 hours a day. And there are people in this town here who have to go and buy 1 kibui of water for 20 shillings. It is what we call a disparity. And I think now coming to the issue of that shouldn't discourage us.
Yeah.
The international airport is here for a reason. We want to develop trade. Kisumu was the center of the trade for East and Central Africa through the lake. The idea of this airport here is, the airport facility is to hope us that we can hop to East and Central. We have a flight going to Mwanza. I was in Rwanda the other day. We were talking about people to get flights across. I've been talking, Moi University talked to me, and they're asking how we can facilitate flights from the USA directly to come here. Moi University has a relationship and some airline. So the idea is to Mepatiwa. Now, how are we going to utilize it? The idea is we must utilize it. It must not end up like Eldoret Airport, which is an opening for Magendo goods to come in. We have fish, we have flowers in this area, we have tea around here. So it's up to us to make an advantage of this.
What he said is true, that the population has grown quicker than the infrastructure has been improved. And that has actually lent a strain on the infrastructure for services like water. But all is not lost, because 2 months ago, the Lake Victoria South Water Services Board, in conjunction with the French government, have worked on the water system in Kisumu. And currently, you can actually get piped water up to past the airport.
Yeah, but the majority of these people don't have water here, right?
Yes, again,
That is the irony.
they don't have to have it immediately. But the project is on, and there is hope,
They
and
keep
something is
saying
being
that
done
for
about
50 years,
it.
Rosie.
It is true that the population has grown faster than the infrastructure has been bettered, but something has been done about it, and it's
Okay.
the first step to
Great.
improve the water services.
All right, we're going to take a break, come back. I know both of you, Aslam, and I know that you have a lot of things to say, Jennifer, and I know the crowd here have a lot of questions to ask you. It's not about me, folks. It's about you questioning your leaders. So let's do this. Face Nation takes a break. We are back from Jomo Kenyatta grounds in Kisumu town in a moment.